Right, good evening, sports fans. We are back. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking all things Strongman Classic. That is my next big Giants live show. It's at the Royal Albert Hall on the 5th of July. So today we're going to talk who is in the show, what events we've got, and how do I think I'm going to get on in that lineup. So stick around to the end of the video to see how I think I'm going to do. Kicking off, I'm going to run through the athlete list for this competition. I think, personally, this is the best Giants live lineup there has been for a long time. There is a huge, diverse range of athletes. I've got a lot of countries represented in this lineup as well. So I just think it's a really, really cool lineup, and I think Giants have absolutely smashed it with this one. So to go through the athlete list, we have got Rain O'Neill, Mitch Hooper, Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, Mateusz Kieliszkowski, Pavlo Kordiaka, myself, Lucas Hatton, Jaco Schoonwinkel, Spencer Remick, Nick Guardione, and Ben Glasscock. And then we've got Mark Felix, who is a special guest again for the Hercules hold. So that leads me in nicely to go through the events. So we will, in no particular order, guys, we have the log ladder, which will be 120, 140, 160, 170, and 180 kilos. We have the deadlift for reps, the axle setup. It is the heavier of the two axles. So I haven't yet used this setup, so I'm really excited to see what I can do. Following the deadlift, we have got the frame carry, we've got Hercules hold, and we've got the Atlas stones. So be the heavier set on the Atlas stones, and the frame is really interesting because it's no straps. So again, we'll go into detail a bit later about the frame, but it's going to make that a whole new challenge. It's the first time they've ever put that event in without straps, and I don't think enough fuss is being made about that. So going through event by event, if we are starting off with the log lift, which I don't know, it feels like a sensible start. I feel like that's probably the most likely one they'd do first. In that lineup, it is not my best event, guys. It is very well documented. So complete damage limitation on that event. Everyone here pretty much is a pretty good log presser. So any points I can pick up in that event, the better. But to be honest, like for me, it would be more about my own performance and doing myself proud. So if we can hit the 160 in the medley, that will be good. If we can go for the 170, especially under fatigue, that will be enormous for me, and that will be a huge, huge result. So either of those two logs I will be happy with. Anything less than that, I will not be happy. And again, like, I can't control where that puts me. If that puts me last, so be it. If it puts me 8th, then, you know, that's a really good day in the office. So get that event out of the way, and then we move on to the fun ones. So as you'll have heard, as I've just gone through the events there, with the frame being without straps, there are basically 2 grip events in this competition, and they couldn't be testing like more different grip strengths if they tried. So the frame is going to be about 360 to 370 kilos. If they're doing it the way we think they are, it will be 366, which will be a 10 kilo plate on each corner. And the handle is incredibly thin, guys. It's like a long bar, but it's like thinner than a deadlift bar. I'd say it's probably about 25 mil, maybe even less. So almost suiting the guys with smaller, like podgier hands. You know, like if you've got big hands, it's almost too big because the bar feels so small, it's in your fingertips. I tore my calluses in training, you can see there, on the 366. It felt like they were going to go on the warm-up. Before that, I only did 3 runs and I tore calluses, and my calluses tend to never tear. They're pretty tough nowadays. So I think that event is going to be absolutely brutal. I think there are guys in that list, Reino, Mateusz, probably Mitch, that will sprint with that weight and it will feel fine to them. And then other guys, I think it's going to feel really heavy. You're going to see a lot of drops, I think, if the guys haven't got the best outright grip strength. I have been told the Hercules hold will be before the frame. So the Hercules hold is a bit wider handles. It's wider than the World's Strongest Man handles, but it feels easier. It feels lighter. That will be first. So everyone's grip is going to be majorly fatigued as well, because you are going literally to the red line on a grip event. And then we're going into another event, which you need your grip strength for. So I would be surprised to see half this field finish that frame, in all honesty, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Moving on to the deadlift, like I said before, it's the heavier of the axle deadlifts that giants do. It is the wheels, not the drums. So again, you've got some fantastic deadlifters. In this event, you're looking at the heats for worlds to give you a benchmark of how people are going to do. So I think Reno hit 8. Myself, I hit 8 in the heats stages. I know Lucas is really good at this sort of event. Obviously, you can never count Mitch Hooper out. He will do 7 or 8, I would have thought. Trey won that event. He didn't use a suit and he pulled 10 reps on 350. This is 360 on an axle. I can't see it being that much harder to him. It felt easier to me. As in the Giants drum setup felt easier than the world setup. So I would be very, very surprised to see Trey not win this event. Bearing disaster. I think Trey would win that. And then I think it's myself and Reno and Mitch in the next pack, and then Lucas, and Evan. Oh god, there's so many good deadlifters in this event, guys, as well. So that will be really, really exciting. So I think the deadlift, I think Trey is standout performance, and then I think everyone else will be a very close second or third. My best so far is 8 reps at Europe's on the lighter setup. So looking at how other people have got on across the 2 setups, I think that puts me at sort of like 5 or 6 on the heavier one, but we shall see. 360 is the weight, and it is now like just a weight in training that is pretty regular, which is really exciting. The Hercules hold, I think, is going to be super interesting. I would put money on a world record getting broken in the Hercules hold of this event, whether it be Mark Felix, whether it be Reno Nell. Reno held the world's strongest man Hercules hold for 1 minute 15. I had a little play on the Giants one, and it feels 10% easier, if not more. So I think Reno is worth an outside bet of a tenner, just to say Reno gets a world record on this. I know Mark Felix's grip is looking really solid as well, and obviously he's done this more than anyone, so it'd be cool to get Mark back out and see Mark's make a world record. But again, it would not surprise me to see Reno take this record up as well. So I know guys like Trey Mitchell have had really good performances on this Hercules hold as well. It's just really hard to predict how he's going to get on. Obviously had a bit of a nightmare at Worlds, so I think again I should be able to top 3 the Hercules hold. That would be a really good result for me. And again, this lineup, guys, is like a World's Strongest Man final. The list of guys is so good. So I'm not setting huge expectations for this comp. I just want to try and be as consistent as I can, especially in those last 4 events, because they are so good for me. And then we finish up, as always, with the Atlas Stones, the heavier set, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. I don't think they are using the light set anymore. I think we're past that now, and I think that's the right decision. Looking at the guys lifting at the Stones, I think, again, Trey Mitchell is probably the favourite in this event, but you've got guys like Kielaskowski, unbelievable stone lifters, Mitch Hooper, fantastic, Reno, fantastic. So, to be honest, I think the Stones is the event I'm most looking forward to, because by the time it came around at Worlds, everyone was absolutely knackered. The Stones had also been out in the sun in 40-degree heat. No one's tacky was working properly. So I think this stone competition will be the best indicator of who is the best at stones at this given point. Obviously I think I've got the speed advantage on Trey, but he is just so outright strong. There is no doubt he's finishing those stones. It's just how quickly he can get them done. I do think I've got a shot winning the stones, but again, I would just like to be top 3, top 5 and put on a good show. It is going to be a really fun show. There is no pressure for me on this comp. Obviously, I would like to do well. I would like to get on the podium. That's normally when I perform best anyway, when I'm just sort of there, trying to take in every moment, trying to enjoy the show, because it is the best venue we could compete at in the UK, in my opinion. I think it is unbelievable. I've been to watch it myself, and it was incredible. So to be part of the lineup is super, super exciting, and I'm just going to enjoy every moment and put on as much of a show as I can. I'm really gassed as well that they've got so many guys over. There's 4 Americans in this lineup. So I get to see my friends, Nick, Lucas, and yeah, just all the guys I met at Worlds that were absolute gems. So it's like being able to see your mates all over again and have another fun time. And hopefully, I think we're going to do some filming with some of the boys that are here as well afterwards, and just have some fun, maybe getting down to the farm. So that'd be really cool. If there's anyone you'd like to see a collab with, let me know in the comments below. But yeah. we are now 3 weeks out, less than that, from potentially the biggest Giants live show I've ever done, and I'm feeling really confident, guys. I think I can do well in this. The events are very, very good. Obviously, log ladder, not my best event, but at least it's still an event I can put a show on. It's not like it's 170 for reps or something where it's just I'm out before I even start. Can still have a bit of fun, and log is feeling really, really good in training, guys, so I would love to go out and show everyone that I have been progressing my log press, because I promise I have. Hopefully that video is useful. If you haven't got tickets, they are sold out, but you can catch the live stream on officialstrongman.com. I highly recommend you do so. There is nowhere else to watch the show, so consider getting signed up to the live stream. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, as you always do, and we will catch you next time. Peace.